to the old Visage.
Yeah, your familiars aren't the same threat.
I just put him in the wrong lane.
Right?
Whoops,
it's like when you played Visage, you wanted to be able to have the presence of being able to burst down one hero, but you can't do that anymore, I think. It's like the damage just isn't there.
5 seconds remaining.
So that's a... Wait, Visage is on the... Oh, all right, I think I did this whole thing backwards again.
No, I think you got...
No, I definitely did. No, I didn't.
No, you didn't.
Never mind, I'm the man. We're good. We're good.
Radiant side, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, complexity's dire.
We're good.
Yeah. Right. But where are we thinking that Visage is going to go then?
Probably carry. I think Chessie's there.
Is it not a chance to have that still as a support? And I don't know.
No.
I mean, that's a weird lineup. But
no, they have a Kunkka Winter Wyvern.
I think they want the setup where this 1v1 hero goes against the puck in the side lane.
Yeah.
You could also put Visage mid. That's what Fnatic did with Excalibur.
Yeah.
He was still on the team. So he's not exactly like tied to any single lane. Just as long as he gets a quick 6 and decent farm.
Yes, sir. I think he's tied to Chessie, but it doesn't mean he can't go middle. We've seen Limp and Chessie trade up before.
10 seconds remaining.
Medusa gets banned out, indeed.
Doesn't that just blow your mind? 2 sets of brothers on one team. Like, what are the odds you have just 2 good players in one family that are this good on the same team?
It's pretty crazy.
I think it's relatively high, honestly. But
actually,
the odds are pretty low.
You know, you start off like with Dota. You start off really early. So
would the Plot brothers tasteless and didn't?
Yeah, but they were good at games before people were good at games in general.
Yeah, but it's like if you play games in a family, normally everybody in the family plays games.
Yeah.
So you train together, you play together.
I guess, but do you like
the Dagger Brothers, PPD and Robot Vice?
Yeah.
You got Sumail and
Yawar, yeah.
True.
I mean, when you play with players that are already very good, you just learn faster, right?
I
was playing Battle Royale with Gran. He showed me the ropes. You know?
I'm like your brother.
And again, it's especially true for Dota. I think that has such a high like skill.
Yeah.
What is the entrance? Like not skill ceiling.
Barrier to entry.
Yeah, barrier to entry.
Yeah, and it's nice because you can lane. Like if you want to just play with it, like hey, let's just lane together. Like you don't have to like send them off on their own. It's nice.
Isn't it normally that family is also like I don't know? I think it's more surprising that they're in the same team rather than they're both playing Dota because you're normally extra harsh towards your siblings if you are having a row or something.
Extra harsh towards each other. Just means they can take it.
I guess that's true.
And in a game like Dota, it's better to get yelled at by your brother than yelled at by some random guy that you've known for 2 days.
Perhaps that is true. We have a Templar Assassin ban as well, so looking for the last picks for these teams. We are lacking a carry on the side of complexity. Well, I say that we're lacking a limp hero on the side of complexity. Tiny is still in the pool, and EG has picked up the Death Prophet for Sumail.
I don't know if you want Tiny now. Maybe you want. I don't know, some sort of...
Oh, that's the old Death Prophet, huh?
That is a Death
I didn't even hear it.
Be picking Weaver into Rubik pucks, maybe not that. But you do want a single target focus hero that mobility is also pretty important.
5 seconds.
Already, EG, much quicker lineup, right?
Yep.
Like they don't have this clinks, oh, we need to get a Solar Crest or a Death, so they just have, let's get Gyro, let's get him to level 6, let's team fight. That's what this lineup feels like. But Complexity, Sand King, Winter Wyvern, they have plenty to deal with that.
True.
It looks like Complexity would rather play reactive this game.
They go for Sniper.
There's another pretty reactive hero. Sniper versus Death Prophet middle. Death Prophet wins that for like a couple levels, right? But then Sniper with a rotation or 2.
I mean, assuming Sniper's middle. Sniper could go safe lane too.
Nah, dog.
I think Sniper's okay, right? Just because he doesn't fear Spirit Siphon.
I mean, past like level 1 or 2,
Yeah, like he could get bullied in the first level.
Lumi, you're up first.
I'm a Visage hater now. I'm doubting the hero. Every time I've seen it, it just hasn't done well. I think Sniper's laning is also going to be dubious. If he goes mid, Rubik could easily wrap around and get the easy ganks. The rope also works. So I'm going to go with EG here. I feel like your draft is just much more stable.
What do you reckon, Grant?
I honestly just like the 5-manning. The Gyro, the Death Prophet, they have a far more concise strategy, so just EG.
Yep, EG.
Going for EG as well, down the Visage, just like Lumi.
Good choice, guys.
It's looking like we might see a third game, but perhaps Complexity thinks differently about that. Over to ODPixel and Fog for game 2.
Thank you very much, Shiva. Yeah, we're ready to go now for game 2. EG versus Complexity. We've seen the lineups, we've seen the drafts, the panel. They were all on easy side, but I gotta say, I was looking for the sniper pick. It comes out, and I think Limp Sniper is something you gotta be careful of.
I think we're going to see the same thing from compLexity as the last game, right? They're going to do aggro tri-lane, they're going to put Visage in a 1v1 versus the Puck and Sniper versus Death Prophet, which sounds pretty nice. Gyro pretty susceptible, same kind of thing as the... Not exactly the same as the Clinks, because you hit your timing much earlier, of course, especially because people are going with the Phase, Aquila, Mask of Madness build and stuff like that, but you're susceptible to getting like stunned, double comboed here from like the burst from the Wyvern Kunkka. And we'll see how they end up doing the lanes. Let's see.
Let's have a look at that. And DJ said that the aggression, the playmaking certainly playing off for compLexity in game 1. Can EG deal with it here in game 2? See if they can get anything off with this rotation.
Moo just keeps using... Oh, dude, that Bounty Hunter. That Bounty Hunter emo and the Earthshaker one.
Wait, what is the Bounty doing?
The Bounty one's just doing the
waggling the finger.
The little wagging the finger thing. It's pretty funny. It's pretty cute.
These are the new ones, aren't they?
The new emoticon.
Oh, you only get these, though, if you buy, like, all 9 chests, aren't you?
Or if you...
Which you should do, ladies and gentlemen.
Either
Praise
you
be to Gaben.
all 9 chests, or if you did it on day 1, you could have just bought the emoticon packet from the market. But they hotfixed that.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
You could have people just selling it was super cheap on the market.
Yeah, it was like $5 or $4 on the market. And okay, so EG.
What we got?
I like this adjustment.
Yeah,
they are dodging the lane. They're putting Universe in the safe lane. They're expecting this aggro tri-lane coming out. They're going to try to give Arteezy a better start this time around. They're going aggro themselves. Can compLexity get the read on this here? They block the pull camp again. EG knows everything that's going on here. They saw the movements coming out from compLexity with that ward that they placed nice and early out.
Yeah, no one catching, no one hit. Everything's being dodged.
Yeah.
But we'll see how these lanes go. So you, as you said, this laning situation is much better for EG.
Yeah, so much better. The dodge is going to be much more beneficial to them. They don't want to have the Puck versus Visage.
Well, I mean, to the point, like if you're looking back at last game, do you think they would look back and say we should have made this movement in game 1?
It was too hard though with Clinks.
Oh, true. Oh, you had a Clinks, didn't you? Yeah.
Clinks in the offlane is never too much fun.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
In hindsight, it could have been better, but you know that's easy for us to say from the bird's eye view. Yep. And here we go. Yep, Chessie versus a tri-lane here. He could get caught out very quickly and picked off, but we'll see if they're able to grab him off. And here we go. The smoke comes out on mid. They want to shut down Sumail right off the bat. Can they get the torrent connection?
They look to get the slow first, and I'll tell you what, Sumail making the right movement in terms of getting away from the torrent, but it might not matter. The damage coming out from these 3 heroes seeming to be too much. Siphon is not going to save him. First blood for Lim.
The headshot level 1 doesn't even go for Shrapnel.
Top lane though, EG do make the plays as expected. They move in and they crush Chessie.
Yep. We did say there was a high chance of that one happening, but now he's got double range creep coming in. He'll get experience for sure up there. And
well, you say that, but he could be in trouble again. Look at this. The telekinesis back into the body block and the homing missile.
He's gonna die.
That torrent is not going to save him.
Oh no.
That is
Chessie.
2 very, very quick kills on Chessie.
He has to be more careful there in stepping up. When he sees 2 waves coming in, he has to expect EG's going to make some kind of...
2 deaths like that, that is so harmful for that. It almost feels like the lane is just over then. You've just fed your life 2 times. You're having to make the walk of shame back to the lane.
Dude, missile level 1.
Oh, man.
What an ability. So speedy now.
Yeah, we're seeing why the pros like Artur like to max homing missile and flak, and like we saw before, they really hold back on actually getting any sort of levels in Rocket Barrage. It's all just about those 2 spells now early on.
Yeah, I saw LFY Monet actually did the similar type of thing. Phase, Mask of Madness, high levels in missile for the fights and for the laning potential. And here we just see Universe already off to an infinitely better start. 8 and 3 CS. Last time he was getting absolutely dominated by Viper as expected. Pause comes out. Strategical.
Let's see what's going on. I don't know if he's apologizing for the pause or apologizing to his team for dying twice, you know.
Maybe a little bit of both.
He's a nice guy, Chessie, you know. He's being polite. There we go, we're ready to get back in.
But yeah, I mean, it's super brutal. Like you said, this now makes the lane for the Visage absolutely miserable. They've got level 2s now on the Ogre.
And he's level 1, isn't he?
And he's level 1 and has only 1 CS to his name. So it's really hard for him to really walk up now because EG has full control of the lane. They're going to keep the lane pulled back. You see Arteezy spam denying to make sure that the wave is always met there. So definitely problematic here.
Look at this mid lane though. Chessie's looking to make a move. They've got the Splinter Blast and the Shrapnel, and Limp keeping the distance, making sure that Sumail can't get a Siphon off. Will grant them another kill. This mid lane Going very, very nicely for Limp, thanks to the rotations coming in from his teammates.
Yeah, Z-Freak waiting for the perfect opportune moment. And they have that high ground ward, so they can see instantly when sumail steps up too far.
Down bottom, as you say, Universe certainly having a great time, but Moo's still getting something out of this lane. Oh, who's going to get this creep? Oh, Moo. He backed off a little too far there. Didn't manage to get the deny that he was playing around for. Mid lane, Crit with the smoke, wants to make a play onto Lim.
High chance he gets this one here.
Absolutely, yeah, there's no one else nearby to Lim. They do have a TP coming in. I mean, Lim's trying to do his best to run it off, but oh, he could salve if he wanted to, but I think he knows he would be dead anyway, so he just accepts his fate.
Yep.
And will be taken down there.
This aggro tri-lane from EG is just really owning Chesney.
It's killing it. 13 for 9 CS-wise on Arteezy. And what can this Visage do? I'm excited to see, you know, when compLexity sort of pick this, and you know, you see them pick sort of these unorthodox heroes, and they have a plan. Mid lane, talking about having a plan again. As soon as Z-Freak's back in the game, he makes another move with Limp, and they're bringing sumail down. So, as well as the two side lanes are going, the mid lane is definitely a bit of a question mark, as Limp is getting a lot out of that in comparison to sumail, with these kills granted to him.
He's going to get level 5 pretty fast, while sumail's only going to be like level 4.
Double damage.
coL goes
himself for the bounty rune.
Easy bounty steal.
The safest bounty rune of his life. They did put down a defensive ward now, though, so they do see the Z-Freak rotation this time around from that bottom river side.
I mean, as we're seeing at this point as well, it's not necessarily about killing Chessie, it's just spamming missiles on him, meaning that he has to stay miles away from the creep wave.
Yeah. I mean, Arteezy's done an excellent job of keeping control of where the wave is located. They are starting to get the lane pulls, though, by coL to make
mid lane.
Sure he can get something with mid, yeah.
This mid lane is being sacked pretty damn heavily. sumail, is he going to get himself out just enough to get behind the tree line? And now with the rotation, EG start to turn things around. They're not sacking it anymore. They're getting in there. They're helping their brother sumail.
They knew that one was coming this time. Bottom lane Moo actually ends up living versus Universe. But yeah, they have that bottom river ward. So they saw the Wyvern start to make that rotation. So they were ready with the TPs. sumail playing it very close, though. Definitely a big concern, though. 2 of the 3 lanes going quite heavily in favor of EG. Puck 31-7 to the 19-1 of the Sanking. To be kind of expected, ranged hero versus melee in the safe lane. And yeah, Arteezy, very farmed.
Yeah, much different to what we're seeing in game 1. Already, as you've said from the start, these lanes doing exactly what you expected. EG having a much stronger impact on those side lanes. Universe will be fine. Nice little juke there. They try and go on him after he uses the orb, but Universe says, it's all right, I'll jump to the orb anyway. It's deep behind your towers, but I know I can TP out and get myself out safety. And 35 CS, yeah. Some Universe absolutely killing it.
Crit spots out this big stack that coL kind of has going here. It's a triple stack, but Arteezy with that 0-2-2 build, gonna start spamming it down with the Fade Bolt.
coL, I mean, it's trying to see if he can at least hang around, soak some of the XP up.
Missile comes out. He's on him. How fast he goes. Zone Chessie away, but Chessie with the 2 levels of Gravekeepers doesn't take too much damage. Limp hasted up. Now he's walking through a ward, though. Will they get the X on Arteezy? He has to juke this out.
Let's see. He's doing his best to keep himself hidden. He will go for the TP out, and just in time as well. coL doesn't get the eyes on him, and Arteezy is out of there. Dodges the gank. At the end of the day, sort of wasted time for
EG.
For Limp.
Walking through a ward.
Unlikely to find anything here. They do have the Dream coL, but as you say, compLexity should play very carefully here.
Might see that get dewarded.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
During all this now, Moo, lots of space bottom.
Yeah, definitely the issue. The biggest thing is the fact that this position 1 Visage is getting very little at all.
Yeah, his
everything
levels.
else is looking pretty alright for, you know, in terms of evenness amongst the lanes. Sure, Limp is outdoing sumail in the mid lane, but the fact that Visage is so far behind it, it's got to be a worry.
Yeah, like he's their frontliner. Like Sanking doesn't want to just walk in. Sure, the way Moo builds it with the drum and the urn, he's a little bit tankier, but they need that Visage to have those levers and Gravekeepers to keep the distance from the sniper. So it's definitely quite a big concern at the moment for compLexity. Arteezy, level 6 now. They've got coL down at the ready. But still with that lane ward, they do see every time Fear rotates.
Yeah, it's getting to the point where they can think about diving the tower if they see a chance to do so with that ult.
sumail mid has to be careful how far he steps up. Crits here though. Spots out.
Yeah. Here's that dive up top we're talking about. Homing missile comes straight in. It's going to hold him underneath the cooldown. They move him with the rocket barrage. Reaction comes in from compLexity. They're trying to keep Chessie alive. Stick charges by him sometime, but he still falls. They may get some return kills as they have the X mark onto Fear. coL drags him back. Do they actually have the damage though? It doesn't look like it. Fear's able to walk himself away. Arteezy fires out another missile towards the head of coL. And EG lose nothing on that top lane. Mid lane, though, Crit will be caught out. Moo and Limp find a trade, but still the overbearing issue for compLexity being that this top lane is absolutely falling to shambles.
Yeah, they actually almost closed the gap there on sumail, but instead of skilling his ult or anything, he gets the level 6 silence. So he can actually silence Moo so that he doesn't get the stun on him, and Moo turns and goes for the Rubik instead. So nice little cheeky play there by sumail.
So they could do something nice with this. Uni's got an invis when he's heading towards mid lane, seeing if he can help out sumail, but sumail's already in trouble. Look, coL TP's forward, quick silence from sumail. Woman that coL can't get the combo off. Universe comes in from the side, drops the Dream coL onto Limp. They're focusing the big kill, and now they'll be able to look for more. Arteezy's there as well. EG coming in full force, clean up too.
Yeah, 5-man rotation. The panel talked about the much earlier lineup that EG's got going on.
Yeah, this is what they've got to do. It just seems much cleaner than that of the lineup of game one, where they were relying on Arteezy to sort of have those early items and have that high impact on his own as the Clinks. But now it's all coming together for EG.
Limp didn't have shrapnels during that gank either, so it makes it way harder, their damage and chase. But yeah, crisp rotations coming out from EG. Very nice responses to the movement from coL.
And Universe is having a great time. He's well on the way to the Blink Dagger. Chessie just desperately moving from lane to lane, trying to find somewhere safe to farm.
We'll have 6 though, finally.
Sure, and then at least he's got a little extra bit of protection, bit of a way to stop EG from chasing him down. He may need it because Universe and Crit are down at the bottom. Moo coming in with the rotation. See if they can actually do anything about this. They'll get the slow onto Universe with the Burrow Strike and the Familiar Stuns. They should be able to have this one. Torrent comes through from Kyle. Uni's got the phase shift, has a second orb. Is it going to be enough to jump away? Now the X mark's already there. They'll be able to bring him back, and they will get themselves the kill. That's what we're talking about. compLexity, even though Chessie is behind, between his familiars and the rest of the team, they have a lot of catch and a lot of pick off against EG.
Yeah, good rotation from them. Kyle showing up there with the Torrent was absolute clutch. Mid now, Limp. Jading hits with sumail. Sumail actually pops the exorcism.
He's just dead, isn't he? Has he got assassinate? Oh, there we go. That will peep the kill, surely. Oh, actually, no, he's bottling up.
He should be fine. He had high stick charges.
Okay, and sumail, yeah, with that, they'll just turn around with Arteezy, turn towards D3, could take him out. Mid lane, looking for Moo. And Moo tries for the TP, isn't going to make it. I think what we saw there as well, I think Limp could have had it if he got the assassinate earlier, but Fear was in position with the Fire Blast, and Limp just couldn't get the ult off in time. So they missed that small window of opportunity thanks to Fear's placement. And EG, they get the 2 kills. compLexity unable to punish that use of the exorcism by sumail.
Just such better moves by EG this game. They actually are playing much better as a team.
Yeah. I mean, this is the EG you expect rather than what we saw in game one, where it felt like they were trying something a little different. You know, it is a new meta. By all means, there is going to be experimentation.
Top lane, Arteezy actually gets cursed up, but where's the follow-up? There's none.
I guess it's a bit of harassment, as it seems. I mean, maybe compLexity feel that they can't take a team fight necessarily at this point, so Z-Freak's fine using the ult as such.
Maybe just wanted to get him off the tower. I think he wanted someone to TP, but yeah, I don't know.
Didn't happen.
He pushed Arteezy out of the lane, so he's happy.
And of course, at the same time, Chessie, with the familiars as we saw, was able to solo push bottom tier 1.
Yeah. Top now, Moo. Gets the catch on the crit. Crit's not level 6 yet. He gets the TP. Should be fine.
Funny they have Winter's Curse there, right?
Yeah.
Could have been a kill.
So it will just be the phase Mask of Madness, as we said, for the gyro into the S and Y.
Yeah.
Just the standard movement speed and stat build.
I mean, as you said, we've seen it's very, very strong. If you can get it quickly, and Arteezy has absolutely done that. With 12 minutes in, he's nearly 1k ahead of Limp Sniper.
Yeah.
He's had a brilliant lane up top. EG have laned this game perfectly, and they're feeling the benefits now. So these fights are going to be hard for coL, especially with the Blink Dagger now finished on Universe. They've got a lot of synergy, a lot of setup. coL, how can they deal with it? Moo and Z-Freak over getting a ward down. EG moving up towards the top. They do want to finish off that tier 1 on the safe lane that they've been after for a bit of time.
He's got Epi at the ready too, and they've got the Visage with the Familiars coming in too. Can they spot out Crit?
Looks like they will. He's going to have eyes on it. Instantly going in with a double stun. The Familiars as well, catching both of them. Arteezy just getting absolutely bursted by the Soul Assumption. coL will see if they can chase down for more. They've got the Grave Chill slow. Assassinate's also going to buy a little bit of mini stun to allow Mu to close the gap, get the Burrow Strike, and I'm telling you, Mu's tanking.
He is.
Just that hero player combination has been MVP of this whole NA region over these 2 days.
coMail.
They've got the combo. X-Mark.
Oh, he gets the silence on him.
But it may not matter. They still find the Burrow Strike as the X-Mark comes back. Actually, no, it looks like it did matter, because with the help of Fear and Universe, they can turn it around. They turn towards Mu. And as you say, coL's got to be careful. He can't be in range of that silence when he's looking to get the pullback combo.
Yeah, the cast range on silence is pretty massive.
He has to keep himself right in the limits of that combo. They'll look to lead in on mid with the Torrent. Just toying with them on the side of it all, but coMail still finds the tier 1 tower.
Top, Chessie. They have the missile chasing him. Arteezy looks like he wants to try, but it might be a bit deep now. They do have the shrapnel.
It's a little risky with Limp. Yeah, Limp can turn and give quite a bit of a peek back.
Yeah. Crit does have shrapnel stolen, but yeah, they can't chase it. But the missile actually connects first Chessie. They're continuing. Fierce and Universe are coming too.
Limp's going to turn towards Crit. Jump forward from Universe to deal with Fear. They're going to focus the Sniper. They've got the stolen shrapnel. Sniper taken down, and they'll get Chessie as well. As you say, EG just collapsing in as a team. They're moving as this group, and it's overwhelming compLexity. It's very hard for compLexity to deal with anything, even if they have the 5 heroes there at this stage. When EG's running at you with this Death Prophet Gyro dual core, it's so hard to deal with.
And Chessie had resummoned Familiars, and one missile kills a Familiar, and then Universe comes in and cleans up the second one. So 100 seconds, no Familiars for compLexity.
That is rough.
That's really costly for them.
That is not great.
Losing 2 towers and multiple cores within the span of 2 minutes from those rotations from EG. The mid kills into the top kills, Limp back-to-back dying.
Yeah, things are slipping for coL. EG looking very scary here in game 2. Still early days, 15 minutes, it's 12 for 7. 2K lead at the moment for Evil Geniuses. It's not massive, but it's a lead that's going to take a decent team fight or two from coL to actually switch around. And they're waiting on those big arms still. How's Mu doing on the Blink Dagger?
He's not going for it.
He's not going for it.
He
went for the drums first. So indeed, it's still going to be quite a bit of time until that Blink is there.
Yep, takes quite a while with the build that he likes to do.
Yeah,
I'm glad that he's going at least for it next.
Yes.
I mean, this is pretty delayed already because that's the build that he likes to do, but I'm glad he's not finishing the Spirit Vessel. Even though this time Spirit Vessel versus Death Prophet is incredibly good to nullify 70% of that healing.
That is true.
They need him to be that initiator because of how hard Chessie has been shut down. And I mean, you can kind of say that Limp too. And Limp, although he has 4 kills, he's also got 3 deaths, 2 back-to-back in the last couple minutes. Yule Scepter finished up on coMail. He's going to be going for the Blink secondary to get on top of the Sniper.
Yeah, Limp has to be very careful how he steps in these fights. Move in the mid lane.
EG's playing a bit of just stack Dota, since they can farm stacks and well, they can farm ancient stacks and compLexity can't really. Arteezy quickly cleans them up with the Bloodlust and the Mask of Madness. It's under vision, so compLexity knows this is going on, but they can't contest versus EG's lineup. All of the ultimates at the ready for EG. Chessie going for the Midas, really trying to do something to get back into the game because of how hard he was shut down. Universe. Trading some hits with Z-Freak. Z-Freak should be just fine though.
Suddenly it's very hard for compLexity to make those plays that they were doing in game 1 with the amount of pressure that's being applied to them by Evil Geniuses. This sort of change up in strategy and running this lineup as they are Evil Geniuses is very hard for coL to deal with.
Yeah.
The Burrow Strike backs away.
And this downtime hurts. Like, this time Arteezy's playing a flash farming hero. He just cleaned up 2 big ancient stacks. He just tried to double stack these 2 camps here. He didn't get either, but he will be able to clean them up incredibly quickly with that Mask of Madness flak. Almost S&Y finished.
And that's the thing is, once he has the S&Y, that sort of jump and burst from compLexity that's had so much impact in at least in game 1, and a little so at the start of this game, it's really going to taper off. how much they can do in terms of getting Arteezy out of the fight at the start of it all. In mid lane, Universe jumps in, pops the Dream coL, sees an opportunity on Arteezy's cooldown and a missile. No way Mu can escape from this one. They'll see if they can find a turnaround. They're throwing in the boat, but already the familiars, they're both gone. Easy 200 gold for Arteezy. Chessie has to run himself away. It's still going to be 30 seconds where there's no familiar summoning. And this seeming to be the problem. Maybe they haven't tried the Visage that much against a Gyro lineup, but against the Gyro, it just seems impossible to play.
It's really tough with your familiars, that's for sure. They do get bursted down. Later on, if the familiars are near you with the Gravekeeper's Cloak, since they get more HP, it's a little bit harder for them to get bursted, but early on, those things die so quickly. And yeah, Arteezy's pretty much got SNY finished up now and continues to just farm up those ancient stacks. He's getting so far ahead, 8,500 net worth, 2,500 ahead of the next person on compLexity. That's rough. And EG, not trying to slow down. They still have Exorcism at the ready. Looks like they might want to smoke up after this mid wave is pushed out.
Yeah, they are ready to rumble. And here we have it. Smoke up, looking to go. With that completed SNY on Arteezy, this is the perfect time for Evil Geniuses to fight.
Mu still has no Blink Dagger either. He's 1,000 gold away from it, so they don't have great ways to start the fight.
They are smoking in response. compLexity. Who's going to get the jump on who? If they can take their familiars down, it's going to be pretty huge. They jump in with the Dream coL straight onto Chessie, moving forwards to Mail. Has the Siphon. Exorcism comes out as well. That'll be Chessie down, and now they'll turn for more. coL gets out the boat, but Kyle's held back. Homing Missile collects. That'll be a second down. The Winter's Curse and Assassinate does allow them to get the kill onto Samael. Big plays from Z-Freak. They do find Fear as well. In fact, Crit's falling low. And it's a 2 for 2, but compLexity, they may see if they could chase for more. Moose sweeping around the sidelines. Arteezy heads back in. They are going to jump forward. Universe for the heal. Cold Embrace is there on Mu. Buying time for this SK. He does get the Burrow Strike out before the missile connect, but it does indeed allow Arteezy to get the touchdown, get the kill.
Oh, Crit. That familiar usage, the double stun onto Mu. That was pretty clutch there. Limp gets a couple much-needed kills, though. He gets the big kill bounty.
Big one on Summer. Fantastic Winter's Curse from Z-Freak.
Yeah. But the EG has such a better way of actually starting these fights. They can just run in with their heroes. With Exorcism, with such a farmed Gyrocopter, look at the area of the fight, how they just instantly blow up Chessie, call down, drops down, and all of compLexity has to run. Limp, though, can stay in the back lines, just kind of peeping.
I see this Winter's Curse just setting up Arteezy to rip through his teammates Samael. But as you say, overall, still great news for Evil Geniuses. They're even going to find something off the back of that. Straight up to the top lane. They've spotted out Kyle, and Kyle is out and down.
Kyle tried to X himself to go get the bounty, but Universe uses him, and he lands again, then Sumail uses him, and the X gets dispelled, so he's unable to bring himself back.
The mass fuel strat.
Yeah.
It's just the way to play against a seasoned Kunker like Kyle.
Z-Freak's actually so farmed. He's actually just been farming majority of this game. He's got... Does he have the Aether Lens picked up as well? It basically doesn't. He's got the Void Stone and the Arcane, so he could have it, but gets the Glimmer Cape, and next going to be going for that Blink to get those setups, because Mu doesn't have Blink yet still, so he has to be that initiator for his team for the time being.
Talking about Blink, bit of an interesting one for the Death Prophet is Sumail actually picking it up at this stage in his build, very early on.
Yeah, not only just the Blink and Yules and Blink combo, but also I think just to position himself closer to the sniper.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, if he can get the Ghost out and Blink straight on top of Limp, that's a lot of problems for the sniper. Arteezy continuing to farm like an absolute madman, cleaning up ancient stacks. Mu and Kyle heading over, but Fear's there to block the smoke. He may tank the gank for this one. They come in, Universe jumps forward, does get the two-man Dream coL. Fear should go down to the boat as it impacts straight on top of him. But look at this on the back line. Samael's coming forward, has to Yules himself, brings down Limp. Burrow Strike for Mu though, catches two. They are able to take down Samael in response. Arteezy is falling low as well. Arteezy's not going to make it. Chessie doing the damage there with the burst, gets the double kill. Universe is going to get chased down with a Burrow Strike from Mu. EG lose 4. I can't quite believe it. What an incredible fight for compLexity there, as it all fell apart for Evil Geniuses.
It turns into like a double-edged sword there. Sumail gets the Exorcism, blinks on top of Limp. Sure, he kills Limp, but then his whole team tries to help him.
They're getting more. They're getting Crit as well. Effectively taking down all 5 members of Evil Geniuses unless Crit lives.
He just disjointed the X with that Burrow Strike.
Oh, flashy.
That was super clutch.
Okay.
He would have 100% been dead there. But yeah,
what a
complexity.
fight.
Great responses there. That smoke up, since they have ward vision, or actually it's a new ward. They didn't have ward. They were just trying to contest the Ancients. But yeah, the blink dagger on sumail, he dies because of it, gets the kill on limp, but his whole team pays their lives.
And maybe things would have been different. Well, we saw Arteezy use the cooldown very early.
Yeah,
he popped it on himself. I think he was worried that complexity would go straight for the blink on top of him, but that wasn't the case. The ultimate was used, doesn't do anything. Sumail's actually trying to move forward here, but he's got to be careful. There's a lot of complexity around. An epicenter and a burrow shot. Moo just jumps in. I don't know what the plan was there from Sumail, but it ends up hitting him straight back in the face. Double kill for Z-Freak. And EG, they can't afford to do those sort of plays. I know it may be frustrating losing a fight like that, but they've got to keep their cool. And Sumail, he just went off on one there, and he pays the price massively. And off the back of that as well, complexity, they move into the pit with 2 men down on EG. I don't even know if EG can get a look in on this one. This could be a free rush for complexity, and suddenly the whole game is turned on its head, Fog.
What a couple minutes by complexity. Universe is trying to go for the steal here. The orb gets vision. Crit's got blink and burrow strike too. He looks like he wants to try for it. He gets the stun.
He gets the kill as well.
And he's gonna get
he gets the kill on Roche, and he gets the Aegis.
Oh my god. Crit.
Oh, Crit. And he's going to get out as well after the Aegis. What a steal.
Unbelievable.
I mean, that...
he gets the rush kill, gets limp, gets the Aegis. Give this man a medal.
I mean, he absolutely deserved, because also this game was certainly turning in complexity's favor. There's a lot of mess ups from EG, and then
he just turned it around.
Crit just jumps in and says, "Stand aside, you Americans, European coming through." And he does it. What a play.
Picture perfect. Look at his positioning. Blink, stun. Not only does he get the Aegis, lifts limp, steals shrapnel.
Oh my goodness.
And the kill. What a boss.
What a boss.
And survives.
Wow. And with that, I think there's that couple of minutes where complexity were like, all right, we got this. They've sort of just been shaken right back up. EG's right. Okay, boys. Crit's on it. He's on top of it today. He's in the zone. He's in the game. BKB is going to be there soon for Arteezy. Damn, what a series of events. What a bit of an up and down this game has had. But
that was, I mean, that was so damn beautiful. Honestly.
I mean, really, because if he did, just so many things could have gone massively bad for EG if he didn't make that play. You know, they complexly get the Aegis. You know, and say Limp survives, and then suddenly EG are still forced to play from behind. But that one play,
that changed everything.
It absolutely does. It resets it back to EG having the lead this game. And coL aren't happy. They're smoking up. They're ready to go.
Z-Freak now has Blink as well as Aether Lens with that Glimmer Cape, so multiple ways of initiating and counter-initiating. EG now smoked up. They have the Gyrocopter with a full BKB. Complexity. They're getting the wrap on them. Universe is not here for this fight.
And they've caused the mail straight away. He's got the self-fuels. He'll buy time. EG needs to come in and help this man survive. Winter's Curse comes out. The boat's flying through. Connects onto 3, but Sumail already gets the Exorcism out. Arteezy moves in with a BKB, chasing down Z-Freak. They've managed to get the lockdown onto Moo, but Moo turns, finds the Burrow Strike, running himself away, but the Siphon finishes him off. coL lose Z-Freak. They lose Moo, and maybe even more. Surrounding Chesty. Arteezy with the chase down with that Rocket Barrage, looking for the Visage. Crit trying to close the gap. He's got the telekinesis, drags the Visage back into the hands of Arteezy, who gets the double kill. And EG now taking the team fights very easily as complexity choosing to fight at a bit of an awkward position. Sure, they see Sumail, they get the jump on him, but it's right next to the Shrine, Fog.
It's on top of the Shrine, and I mean, Universe wasn't there at the start of the fight, but he was close. He's a puck. He was in the mid lane, and he's able to get there very closely. And that was the fresh BKB delivery, too, so unfortunate, unable to really get any of their abilities off too. Like Sanking wanted to blink and start the fight, but he needs Epicenter to do the damage in that situation. And complexity fighting on top of a Shrine, very detrimental for them there.
Structures are fortified.
But imagine if they had an Aegis.
I mean, that's a lot of ifs and buts, and you have to think it like that when the sort of play comes out from Crit, because when have you seen a Rubik take the kill, take the Aegis, and kill the position 2, the mid lane?
That's all. All right, we'll see top. They're trying to find coL here. Universe trying to get this pick off here.
He's got some backup coming in, coL. Let's see if it comes in quick enough. They'll actually be able to find Sumail. In fact, Sumail's he's going to get taken down there. The familiar stun, Sumail's gone, sure. coL will take that. We'll lose Kyle, but they pick off the DP.
That's much better for complexity there. But yeah, I mean, We can talk about it for a while, but yeah, crit. The fact that he disjointed the X with the burrow strike, kept the burrow, and then had it for that steal, that was like, I mean, if that's not an MVP move right there, I don't know what it is.
That is, yeah. I think that's made up for all the times that he drafted Winter Wyvern at TI. It was that good. compLexity still with a chance in this game, that's for sure, as we're seeing that they do have this very high condensed pickup potential. Even onto the bigger cores like Sumail, if they can get that initial catch. A little harder with RTs in his BKB for sure. And with the stats he has from the SMY.
Limp needs BKB now. And alright, well, C-Freak Winter Wyvern has surpassed Moo in net worth.
Just C-Freak things, you know.
Yeah. He's got the night vision talent now too. It's kind of helping the team fights if he's flying around. They get so much extra vision. Because he gets pretty much it's 1,000 bonus night vision when you do fly in the Arctic Burn, because you get 400 from the ability, then 600 from the talent.
Not easy. Looking well on his way towards the butterfly. But that evasion, I'd like to see any time for true strikes. I mean, how's Limp doing on his sniper items?
He's going for BKB. He really
still needs the BKB, yeah.
He really needs it to be able to just walk out of the coil. Chesty still.
I mean, he's catching up.
Recovery. Yeah, he is catching up.
It's just unlikely he's ever going to be able to catch up to Arteezy's gyro farm.
Yeah, I mean, no.
Gyro's a gyro.
They have to do it through fights. They have to just get these massive fights to catch up to him, because Arteezy's been farming so many ancients.
Oh, up top, Z-Freak. He went to clear the way, but ooh! Actually getting the blink off there. I think, well, it's crit a little late with the burrow strike.
Did seem like it. He was trying to do max disable, I guess, but yeah, it didn't hit him, so.
I get they went for the mistake. There were so many heroes there. How did he not take any damage? I don't know. All right, Z-Freak. Getting out of that one. Bottom lane, coL. Just looking to push the lane through. Doesn't get the torrent onto Fit. Got a Lincoln Sphere on Universe as well now, so he's going to be even slipperier in these fights. Dagon next on the menu.
Boots of Travel finished for Z-Freak. Queued up the Refresher next on the Wyvern.
I mean, as we saw, if he can get that Winter's Curse, forcing Arteezy to attack anyone on this team, they're very likely to die, especially when that butterfly does come out.
I think either forcing them to attack somebody or draining those BKBs. They see BKB poc, they can get the curse off and delay it for a bit longer for it to start ticking down. But we did see the last Winter's Curse inside that jungle was not the greatest, so we have to see its complexity really depends on getting those big curses off in these fights. Sumail takes the 1% max health Spirit Siphon over the cast range. And BKB is especially delivered on the Death Prophet too, so these next few fights for full could be very hard if they don't burst either the Death Prophet or Gyro before they get the magic immunity, which is going to be very tough. And is that the full butterfly for Arteezy? It is, and he's got the 50 movement speed. He's perma-hasted.
Well, he's certainly speedy.
Doesn't even need to pop the flutter.
What are we seeing on our... did Limp get the BKB on the sniper?
It's almost got
very close. Okay.
It's on his way, yeah.
Interested to see what he does take at level 20, as we were talking about the talents the other day. I mean, we sort of came to the conclusion that the Assassinate is just better.
The headshot is extremely underwhelming, especially if the only way it's useful as we were testing it was versus like a melee carry. It can kind of be useful, but
that was like when if he has like 6 moonshots.
Yeah,
it's like. But so the Assassinate literally makes it just an instant cast.
It's 0.5 second cast, but it's pretty much instant. Yeah. And it's very useful to stop BKB TPs.
Yes. Yeah, but we'll see what he goes for. Except for now, definitely just trying to play it chill and get that BKB done item-wise before turning up to the fight.
Yep. And this time around, Moo did not actually complete the Spirit Vessel.
Okay.
So this time when he's versus the Death Prophet, even though it counteracts the heal a bit by 70%, chooses to just go for different kind of items. He's having a lot rougher of a game than the last times, though, so.
EG. I think this is looking like a team that's ready to try and break the base, to be fair, with the build that Arteezy has. Maybe they can chill, wait for the next Roshan if they want to do so.
They could.
But this Jar is absolutely massive.
Dude, crit because of that Roche kill. He's higher level than Sumail, I just realized. What a beast. I mean, coL as well. coL's level 17 on this Kunkka somehow.
coL. Making sure not to be caught outside of the base. What's Chessie going to go for next? He's got a fair bit of money built up, 2.4k. There's quite a lot of ways you could build this Visage at this stage, isn't there, after you've got the Solar Crest.
He tends to just go for the Aghanims.
Yeah, still get the Ags.
Maybe versus Gyro, he's feeling a bit dissuaded. Versus Gyro and Death Prophet, he's feeling a bit dissuaded because the Ghosts as well as the Flak can be a pretty big pain for the birds. But that's usually the standard build we've been seeing from him, because then at 25 you get the +1 Familiar. So you have 4
whole
familiars.
army, yeah.
But he's actually going... Okay, so he queues up Plate Mail. So maybe Shiva's or AC will be on the docket for him.
Yeah, Shiva's definitely nice against these two cores that are looking to just run at you, the Gyro and the Death Prophet.
Yeah, Shiva's could be nice for that, or AC to help out Limp's damage, because
Limp
is a bit lacking. I mean, either one could be pretty nice here, so a little bit of an adjustment coming out from Chessie this time around. He's not really that one that we have seen him play in the past as the Visage.
That's sort of fallen over to what Limp's responsibility this game on the Sniper.
Definitely.
And as we've seen, you know, Sniper being Sniper, no matter how big Arteezy gets, high ground pushing is not going to be fun for Evil Geniuses.
Yeah, I mean, Sniper and Wyvern,
yes,
it's pretty tough for them to actually go for that high ground push. But EG,
this will certainly help.
Aegis and Cheese, yeah, that'll definitely be a big window for them. But they have to use Exorcism here. They want to be able to bring it down as fast as possible. So,
I mean, at the same time, no, EG, they could draw it out, and if they could just get to the point where they're taking the third Roshan, you know, even just wait to that point so they can have like sort of double Exorcism to dip in and dip out for a very long fought push. It's going to be very strong, but we'll see if the game goes to that point and see how defensively coL continue to play, or if we will see them try and come out on the map and try and get a fight going. But with the Aegis and Cheese in EG's hands, it's very hard for compLexity.
Invisibility.
Yeah, Arteezy's going for the Satanic next, so he's getting to some very scary territory. Yeah, Chessie does. So and it's going to be the ace.
Okay.
So it is going to be just to tank up and help his team's DPS, because they are pretty lacking on damage now through those BKBs. They really need... It's pretty much just Limp to do the physical damage since the birds die so quickly in the fights.
Yeah, Limp needs to work his way towards the MKB, and as much as we sort of said that once the BKB is there, maybe he's fine to fight. Potentially, it's just a case of compLexity as well, just wanting to play the farm game and get the MKB. Yeah,
they have to wait out that Aegis Cheese. And now we do see Moo. Moo has queued up the Spirit Vessel after the Eul Scepter, so he prioritized having himself a save mechanic. And EG, they're trying to take advantage of having that second Roche. They're looking for an opportunity here. compLexity has to be very careful here. They look like they know something is up, though. They don't see anyone on the map. Now they see Arteezy, but they're probably assuming there's a smoke behind him. And yeah, the ward gets taken on, they see Fear. Seavreak might become the highest level on his team at this rate. Level 19, almost level 20. Sniper's level 19. Oh, Sniper's basically 20, but
it's very evenly spread, the leveling.
I mean, the levels in this game are very high across the board. Like,
sure, I mean, we're only 35 minutes in. It's some good stuff. Look, the Sniper. They're taking the knockback distance. I'd be interested to find out why.
That's a cool stat. Sumail averages level 21.4 usually around this time in this patch, but he's level 17 only once at this time.
It's pretty crazy.
That's a pretty cool stat.
RT's definitely making up for the levels in response, but yeah, Fog, he's taking the knockback distance.
He did take the knockback.
I want to find out from the pros what I mean, sure, at this stage of the game, maybe it is just the fact that they just feel they're not casting Assassin.
Yeah, I think that's probably
that, isn't it? They just don't cast it, so even though...
Maybe they're picking it up, so they're like, look at how bad this is, we're going to make it get buffed.
I mean, both the talents are pretty bad.
They're both pretty underwhelming, yeah, that's for sure.
They don't really do much for the hero at this stage. Yeah. I mean, maybe if it's a little bit more than 35, but I mean, you know, chat, go test it out. It's not a lot.
It's very minimal.
35 is not much.
Mid lane.
They get Chessie outside of the base, jumping in, looking to burst him down, and they were not going to be able to get it.
The Glimmer Force.
They get him out. Oh, the cold embrace as well, and now the bait. Moo comes in with the bow strike. Tone as well. Arteezy caught on the front lines, and he's getting peeped. Arteezy trying to keep himself alive. Winter's Curse holds him back. And are they going to be able to put that Aegis? They're desperately looking to do so. In comes the Assassinate. Pow!
And the Splinter Blast, it does get the Aegis down.
They've got the Aegis.
And that was BKB, Satanic, and Exorcism expended. That Glimmer Cape Force Staff onto Chessie.
My goodness, I want to say what a lot of that was Z-Freak. What his Z-Freak's the one with the Glimmer.
So is Kyle.
And Kyle. Okay, so could be neither of the brothers. But also, one thing that's really nice with the Winter's Wyvern is as soon as you see the Satanic pop, you're holding back with the Winter's Curse.
Yep.
And he can't do anything. No heal for you, sir.
That was some nice teamwork by all three of them, though.
I mean,
Limp with the Force Staff, I think coL and Z-Freak with the Glimmer.
I mean, this is what we're talking about as well. The high ground push. It's even with the tools that EG have, the Aegis, it's so hard into this Sniper Wyvern high ground defense.
Yeah.
It's very rough for them. Even with Arteezy being as big as he is. Level 23.
Does compLexity have any sentries or gem? No, they do not. Okay, they do have gem on. So they can clean up some of that vision that was placed by EG during that smoke. And now coL, they're going for a smoke of their own. They're trying to get the wraparound. Exorcism is still not at the ready. 50 seconds. I think they're trying to take advantage this time, but the scan.
EG scan, this is not what's up. Fear's going to move in with the Glimmer Cape. Dispel the smoke, looking to charge things in. Finds Fire Blast straight onto Moo. They've got the telekinesis. The boat coming through, landing straight onto Fear. Fear will be the first casualty. Arteezy with the BKB, trying to bring down Chessie, but again, the force play. Buying some space for Chessie. Chessie still gets hit by the homing missile. Double kill for Arteezy, and he'll turn towards coL as well. coL trying to run it away on the Kunkka, but Arteezy's there with the chase down. Rocket Barrage will finish the job, and Z-Freak's in trouble as well. That's the fight that EG were looking for. compLexity take the risk of looking for a fight outside the base, and it does not end up paying up at all. It was always going to be a risk when, you know, you look at this lineup, as we say, compLexity, they're pretty safe and sound, just holding the high ground, but they tried to get proactive, and that was a very risky play for them.
The 1250 attack AoE on Flax, Limp was trying to focus fire from the far lines of the fight, but he just gets hit by the flak no matter how far he is. It's 1250 range. He was at like I think 20% HP. Then he pops the BKB and he's like, oh my god, I'm actually just dead here. Arteezy runs him down.
And after that, Arteezy just walks to the bank with his 6k gold and takes the Skadi straight up.
R2
level 25 as well.
Being the rock for his team this game that they really need.
And well, to take the global cooldown again this game.
No, he takes the 3 missiles.
Oh, interesting. Because you see yesterday, he went for the global. He went for the global.
Were they just owning that game though, or actually?
I mean, yeah. I think they were a little bit more, yeah, for sure. But okay, interesting to see that. Yeah,
the missiles is for team
the
fighting.
Balance of different talents, in different games.
I think the missiles is better overall for just like straight.
I mean, that's
what
I thought, because in the first when we saw him the other day, I was like, he's not going to take the global cooldown. That's, you know, an old age Aghanims meme, but he did take it in the other game.
Yeah. coL, there's a DD on Arteezy right here. He's going for the chase. There's no reveal, but the missile.
Yeah, that Glimmer Cape ain't going to last too long. He needs a force. He will get it.
Nice teamwork. But yeah, DD on R2 right now. EG wants to take advantage of this. They have Exorcism too, with Cheese still at the ready.
Yeah, Limp really needs that MKB, but he's still a little bit away from it. With those buybacks on cooldown as well, things could get a little hairy for compLexity when EG come up to the high ground again. Moves desperately trying to push out the side lanes. Nullifier being the item. Great answer to Arteezy and his BKB Satanic.
Yeah.
If he can get it. And he's pretty close, but he's being hunted. Crits on the hunt. Moves trying for the TP out. Is going to make it. Only just.
That was so close. Crit was a millisecond from getting that lift there.
A prize.
Yeah, Nullifier, a very good item this game. Yeah. Canceling the BKB, canceling the Yules, even canceling the Cheese later on.
That's true.
Was it always called fondue, the cheese usage? I know it was recent. I think I saw it recently, but I didn't know it was always called that when you use it.
I've never.
That's cool.
I don't know if it was actually. I've not noticed it.
Top.
Being called that.
The coil on 2. Chessie
Instant
and
TP though, and Chessie's not going to make
canceled.
it. They're going to get it with the Yule Scepter. Chessie.
He has no buyback,
and he's got no one else nearby to help him out. That's Chessie gone. 75 seconds. No Visage. This is the time for EG to push, and this may be their chance to end the game, bring this series to a 3rd match.
It's pretty crazy how that one big fight around that bottom area just swung the game so heavily. It was like a 5,000 gold lead for EG, and it turned into a 15k gold lead after that whole big fight. And they're waiting for the Roche. We'll find out in about 1 minute and 10 seconds.
Oh yeah, Refresher Shard, Death Prophet, let's go.
If they can get it.
I mean, I imagine they'll give it to somehow. They probably will, won't they? I mean, at the same time, his double BKB, double Satanic could be nice on Artur, but at the same time, he probably needs all 6 of his slots a bit more than the Death Prophet does.
He can, but his phase boots are something he can get rid of now, because he's got SNY, he's got Butterfly and Bloodlust with the movement speed talent.
Okay.
It's pretty damn speedy. I think more than likely we'll see it on the Exorcism, maybe even on the Puck.
Because Artie, he'll just have the Aegis, right?
Yeah, I think the Puck could be pretty useful too. Double coil with Aghanims, they can't run away from Arteezy and Sumail. I think that might be probably the better one.
A lot of fun, yeah.
Because you can only, of course, you can only have the one Exorcism running at a time. So I think they have options how they want to take the fights. They'll probably be switching it around depending on if they have to use like a defensive Exorcism and then lead into a push afterwards and have to refresh it. But we'll see. I think the Puck one sounds really good though for the gyro just to be able to run in. And yeah, 25 has been claimed on Universe. He's got the GPM talent going.
And that money going to be sailing in and helping him towards picking up the Dagons now.
Yeah.
And indeed, EG just waiting out the rush. No reason to hurry, no reason to pressure too heavily. Sure, they did manage to take Chessie down for 70. But they know it's going to be the safer bet just to get those 3 items from Roshan.
And it's up.
There we have it.
coL.
Can they get out here?
I don't know if do they even want to fight there is the problem. coL actually gets used up. His X is cancelled. He's in a world of hurt.
Sumail's actually going to jump forward. They are indeed going to be able to bring him back with the stolen X. coL is down. No buyback on the Kunkka.
That's the Rosh for sure. I don't even know if they can really contest around that Rosh pit. They have to play the high ground defense game here. It's 18k advantage for EG. And now they're going to have all 3 of their Rosh's advantages.
Yeah, it's going to be easy. Easy Roshan. The Evil Genius is in the team. Haster in there as well, ready to lead them with the charge into the base to compLexity. And it's going to be all down to how strong this Sniper Wyvern defense can be. If they hit a massive Winter's Curse, they can hold. It's a lot of
yep. It's Universe
expectation down onto the Wyvern, but okay.
Universe takes the Refresher Shard, yeah.
So who's got the Aegis and Cheese?
Yeah, Cheese is on Sumail, Aegis is on
Sumail.
Arteezy.
Okay.
I think that's like the best way to set it up. Moo. Nest actually yields up Arteezy to run away, pops the last drum charge.
Yeah, Chris Jason with his haste rune. Can they find Moo? Quick blink and a TP. Oh!
Gets him with the coil.
Do they know he's there? They don't see him. They do now. Crit jumps straight in. Universe with that Dream Coil, and that's massive. 80 seconds, no Sand for the defense.
Oh boy.
He went all in on the purchase for the Nullifier.
He didn't have buyback. He bought the relic while he was at the secret shop, and he didn't have gold for buyback, so he just finished off the helm.
Yeah.
Anyway, and now they still have a sniper for the high ground defense as well as Wyvern, but it's much harder now versus this Aegis Cheese, and it's an Arcane Rune on the Death Prophet.
Arteezy will get forced in aggressively. They do bring him down to half, but look at this play for Sumail. Just jumps in, looking for coL straight away. Pops the BKB. coL trying to keep himself alive under the rum. They do get the Winter's Curse onto Sumail. In fact, the damage from Arteezy. Sumail, he's falling low. They were going to be able to bring him down. He does manage to get the cheese off. Arteezy chasing forward, looking for Chessie. Chessie trying to get himself out of this, but he's been held back, in fact, by his own team's Cold Embrace. They'll try and turn with the nukes. They force back Chessie. They're desperately trying to save him, and they may just do so. Arteezy's Aegis is going to get dropped, but compLexity, they're losing heroes for good. They've lost coL. They've lost Chessie. Sumail is down, but Arteezy's still fighting strong. They'll get the force. They'll bring in the sniper, take him down for a second time. And Z-Freak's going to be going as well. GG, well played is called. EG able to finally clean it up. We're going to a game 3. And what a series this has been. A lot of action, a lot of ups and downs. Game 1 looked incredibly strong for compLexity, but game 2, this was the Evil Geniuses we really expected to see, and they just did so much better with this lineup. The Arteezy Gyro, they seem to be one of those teams that's so good with hitting it off with the Gyrocopter in this patch. They know exactly how to play around Artur, set up the farm, and Arteezy played a perfect game.
Yeah, the laning setup was great, and just, the downtime when Arteezy got to farm those like 4 or 5 ancient stacks over and over again was